Okay, so come to a comfortable seated position. Sometimes it's more comfortable to bring your ankles out from underneath your legs, so one in front of the other. But if it's more comfortable, you can leave your feet underneath your shins. So your choice. Sit up tall. Make sure you can feel your sit bones on the mat. Move any flesh you need to move out of the way. Bring the shoulders up, back, and down. Close your eyes if you haven't already. Reach the crown of your head up into the sky. And breathe. Begin to connect with your mind, connect with your body. Bring yourself to the present moment, to the here and now. Breathing deeply, try to make your exhale a little bit longer than your inhale. So for instance, breathe in, 1, 2, 3, 4, out, 2, 3, 4, 5, in, 2, 3, 4, out, 2, 3, 4, 5. Keep that going as long as you don't start to feel dizzy or anything else like that. On the exhale, really pull back on the belly to completely empty the diaphragm. Take a moment, think about why you're practicing, and then set your intention or focus. Now drop your chin to your chest. Roll your left ear to your left shoulder. Carefully roll your head to the back. Open your mouth to release your jaw. Take your right ear to your right shoulder. chin to chest. Reverse directions, right ear, right shoulder. Head to the back. Left ear, left shoulder. Chin to chest. And bring your head back up to the center. And let's come to all fours, so opening the eyes. Wrists directly below the shoulders, knees directly below the hips. On your inhale, drop the belly, pull the chest forward, tailbone goes up. On your next exhale, chin to chest, tailbone tucks down. Now move with your breath. Inhale, pull the chest forward, tailbone up. Feeling the stretch on the front side of the body. Exhale, chin to chest, tailbone tucks down. Feeling the stretch on the back of the body. And now come to neutral. Reach the right hand and the left foot out. Pull the belly up towards the spine. Flex that foot. Press the heel back. Reach the fingers forward. And breathe deeply. So try not to drop your head and look down behind you. Look kind of at the front of your mat. Or even forward at your hand, if it's available to you. Reach the hand back. Grab the foot if you can. Press the foot into the hand, getting a little back bend. And release. Switch sides. Left hand, right foot. Reach those fingers out, press that heel back, lift up through the belly. Bend the knee, reach back for that foot, press it into the hand if you can. And release. Bring it up. Take the tops of the toes towards the mat and sit back. So sit back until you've got as much pressure as is good for you. Release. Take the toes the other way. So now bottoms of the toes are against the mat. Should feel a little bit better. And sit back. Release. Bring that right foot forward. Low lunge. Let those hips go down. And switch sides. Left foot goes forward, let those hips go. And bring it back. Come back to all fours. We're going to come into kneeling half moon. Stretch that left leg back. Wrap the left arm around the lower back. Open through the chest and hips. Lift the left foot. Flex the heel, the foot. Press the heel back toward out. Once you get your balance, take that left arm up. If you can and want to challenge yourself some more, look up at that left hand. The more you can open your chest and hips, the easier this balance is. Release it back to all fours. Stretch that right foot back. Wrap that right arm around the lower back. Bring the foot up, flex through the heel. Press that heel out. Reach that right hand up if you can. Look up at that right hand. Open as much as you can through the chest and the hips. Release it back to all fours. Coming into down dog, tuck the toes, press the hips up. Go ahead and pedal those feet out, alternate bending the knees to stretch through the back of the legs a little bit. Now bend both knees, take the chest closer, hips higher. Try to keep them there as you straighten through both legs. Fingers are spread wide. Come up on the toes, look between your hands, baby step your feet towards your hands. Grab your elbows when you get there. Feel the weight even in your feet. Legs are straight as you can get them. Release the elbows, bend the knees, pull the belly in and roll it up. Sun salutations. Inhale, take the arms up. Exhale, swan dive, forward fold. Inhale, halfway up, lengthen. Exhale, fold it in, step it to a plank. Take your knees on this first one, lift the feet. Lower down till your arms are on your side. Drop your pelvis, roll the shoulders back as you press the toes into the mat. Cobra. Tuck the toes, press the hips up, adjust your hands and feet. Down dog. Again, fingers spread wide. Press into the fingers, not just the heel of the hands. Straighten through the legs as much as you can. If your hamstrings are really tight, you might need a micro bend in the knees. Encourage those heels to the mat if your legs are straight. Looking back between the knees or close your eyes. Come up on the toes, look between your hands, step it forward. Exhale, fold it in. Inhale, reverse the swan dive up. Exhale, arms by your side. Inhale, take it up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, plank. Full or knees, your choice. If you're in full plank, press forward on the toes. Lower down, drop the pelvis. Press the toes into the mat as you roll the shoulders back for cobra. Tuck the toes, hips go up, down dog. You're trying to get half of the weight in your feet and half in your hands. If you're too spread out between your hands and feet, the weight will be in your hands the most. If you're too close together, the weight will be more in your feet. So play with that distance. You can take your hands forward a little, see how that feels. Bring your hands back a little, see how that feels. Try to get it even. Come up on the toes, look between your hands, step it forward. Exhale, fold it in. Inhale, sweep the arms out, reversing the swan dive. Exhale, arms by your side. Inhale, take it up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, plank. Knees or full, lower down. Inhale, cobra, press those toes into the mat to protect your lower back. Tuck the toes, down dog. Breathing deeply. Come up on the toes, look between the hands, step it forward. Exhale, fold it in. Inhale, reverse the swan dive up. Exhale, arms by your side. You're going to take it a little harder if you want to, otherwise stay the way you're doing it. Inhale, take it up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway up, lengthen. This time, option to plant the hands and jump it back to a plank. Lower down. Inhale to cobra. Exhale to down dog. On your inhale, come up on the toes, look between your hands. Option to jump it forward, taking the weight into your hands. Hop or jump it forward. Exhale, fold it in. Inhale, reverse the swan dive up. Exhale, arms by your side. Inhale, take it up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, jump or step it to plank. Option to go into up dog this time, lower down. Pull it through to up dog or stay with cobra. Tuck the toes, down dog. Come up on the toes, look between your hands, step or jump it forward. Exhale, fold it in. Inhale, reverse the swan dive up. Exhale, arms by your side. Grab a drink if you want it. And if you don't have two blocks, you might want to grab them real quick, put it on pause if you need to. All right, coming to the top of the mat. Stepping back with your right foot, warrior one. Back foot is at a 45-degree angle, square the hips to the front, bend through that left knee, reach those arms up. Look up if you can. Pressing down with the feet, reaching up with the hands. Fingers can be clasped or your hands can be at shoulder width, reaching up. See if you can pull that left hip back more, right hip forward. If you're feeling any sensation in your lower back, tuck the tailbone a little. You want a neutral spine. If you're feeling it in your lower back, you're popping your bottom out. Straighten through the leg, coming into pyramid. Grab those elbows or reverse prayer with the hands. I like to grab the elbows the first time. Lengthen up through the spine. Fold directly over that leg. You should be feeling a lot in the back of that left leg. If not, your back might be curved or you're turned towards the right or your right shoulder is lifted. Release your hands down to the mat or your shin, or you have blocks. Pull that left hip back a little more if you can. Coming into standing splits. Bend through the left knee. Take the hands forward. You can take them onto a block or to the mat. Take the right leg up. Take it up as high as you can. Try to keep the hips square. Try taking the left hand to the ankle. Then maybe take that right hand to the ankle. Release the right foot down to a forward fold. So hip width. Bend the knees, pull the belly in, roll it up. Stepping back with that left foot, warrior one. Square the hips to the front. Back foot's at a 45-degree angle. Bend through that right knee. Reach those arms up and look up. Make sure to use that back leg. Trying to use both feet evenly. Breathing deeply. Checking in with that lower back. Tucking the tailbone a little if you need to. Straighten through the leg. You can do reverse prayer or grab those elbows. If you're in reverse prayer, try to walk the hands up as high as you can. Nice long back as you fold over that right leg. Keeping the shoulders even. Release the hands, shin or all the way down to the mat. See if maybe you can pull that right hip back more. Keep that sensation in the back of that right leg. Standing splits, bend through that right knee. Take those hands forward on the mat or a block. Take that left leg up, chest towards the thigh. Try to add that right hand. Then maybe the left. Release the left foot down, forward fold, hip width. Come halfway up and lengthen. Exhale, fold it in. First two fingers around the big toes, pull yourself in. Release the toes. Bend the knees, roll it up. Coming into tree pose. Right foot is our standing foot. Spread the toes, lay them down. Bring the left foot, calf or higher. Press it into that standing leg. Hands to prayer. Grow them up if it's available to you, otherwise keep them in prayer. Find that spot on the floor that's not moving. Breathe deeply. If you want to challenge yourself, look up to the ceiling or to your hands. Release. Other side. Spread those left toes. Bring that right foot up. Hands to prayer. Grow your branches. Find your drishti, your gaze point, down at the floor, up in the ceiling, maybe your hands. And release. So grab your two blocks, put them to the outside of your right big toe. You can stack them this way or this way. This way is not as sturdy, but it'll have you in a more proper alignment. Meaning the second block is tall side or short side, so it's its tallest. All right, stepping back with that left foot, warrior two. Back foot's parallel to the end of the mat. Front foot points to the front of the mat. Reach the arms out, bend through that right knee. Look over the right middle finger. Adjust your feet so you can use both feet evenly. And that right knee is directly over the right ankle. Look over the right middle finger. Lift up through the perineum and the lower belly, engaging the mula and uddiyana bandhas. Straighten through that front leg. Reach that right hand forward. Take it down as you look up for that left hand. If your fingers reach the floor, don't use them to hold you up. Use your core and your legs. coming into half moon. Wrap the left arm around the lower back. Take your right hand to the block. Take the left leg up, open through the chest and hips. Find your balance. Flex that left foot. Bring that left hand up if you can. You can try to float your hand off the blocks. And release. Move your blocks to the other side. Stepping back with that right foot. Warrior two. Open the hips and chest. Bend through that left knee. Look over the left middle finger. Engage your bandhas. Breathe deeply. Try to use both feet equally. Straighten through that left leg. Reach that left hand forward. Take it down as you look up for that right hand triangle. Right arm around the lower back. Left hand to the block. Right foot goes up. Open the chest and hips. Take that right arm up. Flex that right foot. Maybe float the hands off the block. And release it to standing. Grab another drink if you want it. If not, come into a forward fold. Everyone come into a forward fold. Slide your hands underneath your feet. Take your weight into your toes. You're trying to get your entire back of your hand on the mat. You're stretching through the back of the wrists. Release the hands. Step it back to down dog. Take that left leg up, three-leg dog. Try to keep the left toes pointed down towards the mat. Bend the knee. Drop the heel over to the right, opening through the hips. You can stay right here, or you can flip it over into Wild Thing. Flip your dog by dropping that heel to the mat and flipping it over, lifting up through the hips. Take it back to down dog. We're going to try it on the other side. First, we're going to take that right leg up, 3-legged up. Right toes point down to the mat. Bend the knee, drop the heel over to the left. Stay here, or flip your dog into Wild Thing. Take it back to Down Dog. We're going to bring the left foot to the outside of the left hand. Drop the right knee. Coming into Twisted Lizard. So your left foot is at the edge of the mat. Take your right hand to the other edge. Come on the knife edge, or the outer edge of the left foot. Take your left hand to the inside of your knee. Drop that right hip. Press into the knee a little bit with that hand if you can. Stay right here, or reach that left hand out. Rotate it around behind you. Grab that foot if you can, that right foot. Release it back to the center. We're going to take it to Down Dog. Tuck that back toe. Step it back into Down Dog. Other side, bring that right foot to the outside of that right hand. Drop the left knee. Take the left hand to the left side of the mat. Come onto the knife edge of that right foot, the outer edge. Right hand comes to the knee as you drop that left hip towards the mat. Stay right here. Reach that hand out. Take it around behind you. Bend the left knee. Grab for that foot. And release, come to your knees, and then to your bottom. Come all the way to your back. Grab your block. Take it underneath your tailbone. Take your legs up for waterfall. Bring them down a little. Make sure you've got your block in the right place because we're going to do some leg lifts. So remember, arms can be along your side, palms facing down. It's a little bit easier that way. Or reach the arms up and overhead, palms facing up. We're going to drop our legs down to just above the floor and hover. Bring them up only 2/3. Bring them down and hover. 2/3. 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 5 more. Down and hover. 2/3. Down and hover. 2/3. Down and hover. 2/3, down and hover, 2/3, down and hover, and take them all the way up. Bring your feet down to the mat. Walk them back towards your bottom. Lift up through the hips. See if you can get your bottom off of that block. Roll those shoulder blades under. Do not turn your head when you're in bridge pose. Knees should stay even with your hips. Don't let the knees splay out to the sides. Press into those feet to lift the hips as high as you can. See if you can go a little higher. Release it down. Slide the block out as you come all the way down to your back. Hug the knees into your chest. Grab behind the knees, rock it up to seated. Let's take our legs wide. So feet point up towards the ceiling. We're going to take our right side and lay it down on our right thigh. And take that left arm up and over. If you can reach your toes, that's great. If not, no big deal. The important thing is that your chest is open. Release it up. Take the left side to the left thigh, so twist a little bit. Take that right arm up and over. Breathe deeply. Release it up. Coming to the center. So reach behind you, lift up, set yourself back down. Lengthen up through the spine and fold it to the center. Try to keep those toes pointing up to the sky. Press it up. Bring the legs together. Find your sit bones. Lengthen up. Fold over. Keep your back nice and long, even if you can't reach your toes. You can always have a strap for this stretch. Take it around the ball of your feet. It's going to help flatten out your feet. Otherwise, maybe grab the outside of them if you can reach them. You can also add a block. Lengthen up and fold forward. Putting the block at the bottom of your feet. And release. Bring the right foot up, cross it over the left. Sit up tall and twist towards the knee. You should feel both sit bones on the mat. If you want to bend that bottom leg under, you can. Release and untwist. Cross the left foot over the right leg. Sit up tall, twist towards the knee. If you bent the knee on the other side, go ahead and bend it on this side. And release. And come to your back. Hug your knees in. Take your feet to either side of your mat. Take your arms at a T, palms facing down. Drop the knees over to the right. Add that right foot to the left knee if it feels okay. Look over your left shoulder. Relax through the hips if you can, a little bit more. Release, bring the knees to the center, drop them over to the left. You can add that left foot to the right knee if it feels okay. Look over the right shoulder. Shift back to the center and come into happy baby. Knees go wide, feet over the knees, pulling down on the feet. You can grab the big toes or the outside of the feet. Straighten through the legs, take them into a wide V. Take the legs out straight. Take the arms up and overhead. And do a full body stretch. You have an option to do a headstand here. If you have a headstand practice. If you don't, you can just come into your final relaxation pose. You could do legs up the wall for a change, where you scoot your bottom up close to the wall and then turn and take your legs up. You could do waterfall. Your choice. If you're going to try a headstand, tripod is usually the best. Your hands are going to be at shoulder width. You're going to take the crown of your head to the mat. You can use a blanket for padding. Take your knees onto your elbows. Lift the feet. Find your balance here. If you're feeling ready to go on, you're going to engage those abs. Try to push the legs up. Not working for me today, so I'm just going to move into my final relaxation. If you were able to get up, you can hang out there for a minute or so. Whenever you feel ready to come down, come on down to your final relaxation pose. Get comfortable. Take a deep breath in through your nose. Sigh it out through your mouth. Scan through your body. See where you're holding stress and tension. Breathe through those places, relaxing them more. Especially your forehead, your jaw, your throat and neck, your hips. If thoughts come up, treat them like clouds. Let them float on by. begin to draw your awareness back. Wiggle your fingers and toes. Move through your wrists and your ankles. Stretch through your arms and legs. End with a full body stretch. Bend your knees and draw them into your chest. Roll over to your right side, using your arm as a pillow. Place your left hand on the floor and push yourself up to a comfortable seated position. Arms along your sides. Inhale, take them up and overhead. Palms come together. As you exhale, bring them down to heart level. In gratitude for this practice, what it does for our minds and our bodies. Namaste. And thank you for practicing today, for giving your body this time, your mind this time.